Have a good one, guys. Good evening, everyone. Welcome back from a big Halloween weekend. Our World Series wrap-up show, some pretty good, hopefully, Yankee news. And where do we go from here? So it's Joe here. As you can see, we have Evan, we have Johnny Salami, and we've got Chef Nick. And who knows, maybe another surprise or two as we go on. I want to thank everybody for subscribing over the weekend. We got about 4 or 5 new subscribers. One for sure, a big pizzeria in New Jersey, Retro Pizza. Thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for telling people about the show. They just found out about the show, and they want to be known as Retro Pizza. No name, but Retro Pizza. So look it up. And he says, nope, the fans got to find it. I had a slice of the pizza the other day. It is tremendous, guys. So definitely take a look. All right. Crazy World Series, everyone.
Absolutely.
Before that, please subscribe to the channel. Press the like button. We really appreciate it. And let's get going here. What a crazy, crazy World Series ending. What a crazy everything. Guys, were you happy with the result? Did you get any satisfaction at all? Let's start with Johnny Salami.
I was indifferent with whoever won. I was fine with whoever won. I originally said that I thought the Dodgers were going to, and I flipped throughout the series thinking the Blue Jays were going to win. Ultimately, the Dodgers came on top and won the series. And go back-to-back for the first time in 25 years, which is pretty impressive when you think about it. It took 25 years for that to happen, and you would think maybe it would happen sooner. It just shows how hard it is to go back-to-back. And quite possibly we might see them there again next year for a three-peat. So we'll see. I think they're a powerhouse, and they're here to stay for the next few years. We're not going to see them going anywhere. But that was a crazy World Series. Definitely one of the best I've seen in a long time. The last World Series, I probably want to say that was probably this intense, at least for me, in my opinion, it was 2001. I know there's been some good ones in between, but that's the last time where it's been so intense for me. But yeah, it was great. It was great for baseball. Like I said, I'm a Yankee fan, but I'm a baseball fan first, and this was amazing for the sport, and I'm happy.
Yeah, I think it's an amazing blow to Toronto that's going to be with them for a long time. I really do. It kind of reminded me of the Yankees there at the end. Couldn't hit in the clutch at all. Couldn't hit it at all. And you know what? I was sick and tired of, I got to give a little credit here. Dave Roberts pulled all the right buttons.
Yep.
This guy, you have to give him some kudos. He may say some things that are a little wacky and this and that. But let me tell you something. This guy is a manager of all managers. He is probably now the best manager in baseball. And somebody's going to have to reign supreme them to get out of there. And I'm really hoping that the Yankees really learn now how to put together a team. And kudos also to Yamamoto. What a pitcher. Now I realize why the Yankees, too bad they didn't go to $350 million. That man is worth every penny. Every penny. Please, I don't even want to hear any negative about this guy. This guy is the real deal. But before we get into that, Johnny, thank you for your comments. Let's go to Evan. Evan, your comments.
Yeah, this World Series was amazing. Can't really put it in any other way. The Dodgers, the Blue Jays, both of them put up an incredible fight. It was definitely like a boxing match. Went back and forth. Punches were being thrown, but at the end of the day, the Dodgers were left standing. Honestly, they were saying this on the broadcast too. They said that the Blue Jays were the better team in the series, and I do agree with that. I thought they were the better team. But Dave Roberts, man, we can't really criticize this guy anymore, saying that he has all the talent in the world and he wouldn't be able to win a World Series without Ohtani, Freeman, Betts. No, I mean, but Betts struggled in this World Series. He was not good, and he had to make crucial decisions that really affected the outcome of the series. So, big credit to him, and also give credit to the Blue Jays as well. They played their hearts out. I know it didn't end up like they wanted it to, or like their fans wanted to, which I'm very happy about because, like Joe said, I think this is going to stick with them for a very, very long time. I don't think they're going to make it back to this point. I really don't. Hopefully, this affects them into next season and affects them into next 10 seasons, hopefully. And the Yankees need to capitalize on this opportunity. But a really, really great series between these teams. Dodgers ended up winning in 7. I was happy that I got that prediction right. And honestly, throughout Game 7, I thought the Blue Jays were going to win. Bo Bichette's big home run. You had a lot of good pitching matchups in this one as well. All the starters were there for the Dodgers. Yamamoto pitching on no days rest. No wonder why he was the World Series MVP. So credit to him. And the Blue Jays, they had a lot of big hits as well. They just couldn't get it done in the end. And they had 2 home games. They had many opportunities in the last couple of games. They couldn't get it done. They had some base running mistakes. And how funny would it have been if IKF scored the winning run for the Blue Jays last night? Man, I was hoping that would not happen, and luckily it didn't happen. And it really is a game of inches. Congratulations to the Dodgers. You guys won back-to-back championships. But no three-peat next year. We have to have a different champion next year, and we'll talk about all of that. But hopefully it's the Yankees. But I'm happy the season's over. I'm happy the Dodgers won, and now we can finally talk about the Yankees.
Yep. And before we get into the Yankees, we'll have thank you, Evan. That was great. Chef Nick, get right to it, and then we can do a little odds and ends of the World Series. But it looks like everybody wants to talk about our New York Yankees. We have a lot of people watching this stream right now. Thank you so much. Please subscribe. Very, very important, guys. Come on, subscribe to the channel as we keep growing and growing and growing. And so much is happening here, everyone. And we'll get into a couple of a guest or two right after Nick says his piece on the 2025 World Series. Go ahead, Nick.
Well, before we get to Michael King, which I see like everyone's commenting on that, it was very great to see, and I keep bringing this up, great to see these two teams go to a Game 7. It was going to be a dogfight. It was going to be a hard matchup. I just didn't expect it to go back and forth. Just the way that back and forth felt for me personally, it had that the Yankees and the Diamondbacks in the 2001 World Series when Tino Martinez hit the 2-run home run to tie it up against Brian Young Kim. And then the next night, Brocious hit a game-tying home run off the same guy. Two different scenarios, but it sort of had that feel. It just, for myself, it just came back to that. Again, I'm glad these two teams fought to the bitter end because, like I said, these two teams are like our ex-girlfriends. We dislike both of them. But you know what? Dodgers won, so I guess we get to have a relationship with them for next season. But anyway, so I really liked I was going for the Dodgers all the way. I did sort of flip-flop with the Blue Jays because I liked the way they were playing. But whatever, whoever pretty much got the job done, it was fine with me. I think that slide by IKF, I don't know if you see a lot of conspiracy theories now in regards to for him, not even moving or just going towards home plate. It's just, he was just on third base, no lead whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And even for him to slide, I don't know. I think he would have made it if he even didn't slide or he just slid head first. Who knows? But the replay showed it. It is what it is. So, and that's it pretty much for that. So I just, I can't wait for next season. It's just, I just feel like the Dodgers, the Blue Jays are going to be hungry. And it's up to the Yankees to be hungrier than the Blue Jays because the Blue Jays now are okay, we were this close. Now we want to take it all. So the Yankees need to look at that. Like I said, the Yankees need to look at how they played. Again, actions and whatever they all about action. Like anything they said, trash talking, anything like that. You got to put that aside. If they hurt your feelings, great, get over it. I would see how the Dodgers played. I would see how the Blue Jays played together in a sense and work off that. You're not copying them. You're learning because you never did this before in recent years. So I think they should see that. And I also should. They should also take a look at how hungry the Blue Jays are going to be, because I feel like this. Look, even if Vladimir Guerrero, he's like, oh, this is the trailer, this is the movie. Well, it just became the ending, my friend, because he cried his eyes out. Good for him. You know what? He can cry. I'm fine with that. But at the end of the day, if you want to talk trash and you want to talk this and this, then the tears come out of your eyes. Those are your words that are coming out. It's like crying. So, we'll see you next season. So kudos. That's it. But good fight for both of them, though.
Great takes, guys. Really, you guys nailed it. Excellent. Before we go on, I want to say hello to so many people in the stream. It's so much to go by. But the usuals, Ultra Cowboy and Sports Fan and Jake, Sean Browning, Merck, welcome back to the stream. Just to name a few. Ken, how you doing? John K. Thank you so much, everybody. You're showing a lot of love to us tonight. Really, really, really appreciate it. Oh my God.
Yep,
thank you. Okay. Now we're going to get into our favorite subject, which is the New York Yankees. And without further ado, I'm going to get this started with the panel.
Let's do it.
As I told you, I have some inside info. I told you guys a while ago, maybe a week ago, about Michael King. I did say he was going to opt out, and I'm sticking by my guns that he will be a New York Yankee. The only way he won't is if obviously it's money, money, money. But I have a feeling the Yankees have a bigger picture in mind, and that is to go out and trade for Screwball. So they're going to trade. I have a name. I have a couple of names that I want to throw at you guys to get this guy, and tell me what you think. And then we'll also take it from there. But what do you think about getting back Michael King, and where would you put him? So let's start with Nick this time. He's always last. Let's go first. Then we'll go Evan and then Johnny. Go ahead.
Well, I loved him in the rotation. I would keep him in the rotation. The thing is, it's like, I think he would be a great addition to that. Again, you have Cole. He's getting older. He's coming off of Tommy John surgery as well. So, you don't know how he's going to perform. Look, Cole is much different from Luis Hill. Sorry. So Luis Hill, I expected him to get back to the way he was before, but it wasn't. He was just slow off the start, and he wasn't the same dominant pitcher. Sure, despite his injury, like a lot of teams figured him out. Pretty much his rookie year, he was dominant, but then they're like, okay, we're smarter than the Yankees. We'll figure this guy out. But with just the injury in general, I think it's great that they need more younger starting pitching. And like I also said, with depth, instead of signing your 5-year guy that's been away from baseball that has 3 Tommy John surgeries and using him for depth, we need to get our younger guys up there. Going back to Michael King, I think he'd be great in the rotation. If they don't want to do that, then I think he'd just be a more reliable source in the bullpen, obviously. But I want him in there. I want him in the rotation. We need young blood. We need young blood in there. We need more trusted, versatile pitchers as well, because he has a great repertoire as well. So
great.
But let's just say, who would you trade for Michael King?
He's a free agent.
Oh, wait, he's a free agent?
He's a free agent, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
That's even better. Okay.
Yeah, no,
very nice.
That's for Screwball, as we'll get into that.
Yes, that's it.
But Evan, chime in on what we're talking about, and then Johnny, you go next.
Yeah, once I heard that news today, I was like, the Yankees should be all over this. I agree that, next year we're going to have Schmidt, who's going to be on the shelf come opening day. Cole is going to be on the IL still, and so is Rodon. So that's 3 of your starting 5 pitchers right there that are going to be not there to start the season. Michael King, as we saw late down the stretch in 2023, he has a very, very good arsenal. I think hitters are very, very confused when he comes on the mound. He presents a lot of different options, which I think the Yankees love. Obviously, they love their slider pitchers. They love their curveball pitchers, high velocity fastball guys. Michael King was a guy that was in the bullpen. They transformed him into the starting pitcher role, and he really did do very well towards the end of that season. And they really didn't want to trade him for Juan Soto. I remember when Cashman was, very scared to trade all those prospects and those pitchers for Juan Soto. And Michael King, was one of those guys. But Hal Steinbrenner said, "Hey, you know what? You got to give to get, and you had to trade him. It was part of the deal." And I really think that Michael King would be a really, really good option. He could be your number 2 or number 3 starter going into the season, obviously with Fried, Schlittler, Heel, and if they decide to get another pitcher or if they decide to go with someone from the farm system. I really love Michael King. I think he would be a great option. He would bring a lot of value to the team based on what you would pay him as well and what he would be in this rotation, especially once Cole comes back, Rodon comes back, and when Schmidt comes back, if he does it all, or if they trade him in the offseason. We'll see about that. But he's a very good piece to this pitching staff. He presents multiple options, and he's just a great, great pitcher that I think wants to be here, wants to be a Yankee, and we appreciate him for that.
Awesome.
Very nice.
All right. And Johnny, go ahead.
Listen, when the news broke today about Michael King being free agent, I said, let's get him.
Mm-hmm.
We have no guarantee how Garrett Cole's going to be. We don't know how Rodon's going to be. On paper, we look fantastic, but that's only paper. Let's see it in person. A few weeks ago on one of the shows, my prediction was we should get another pitcher. Let's get him. I'd rather have an abundance of pitchers instead of take a gamble on what we have and then it doesn't work out. Let's stop doing the same things. Let's just go all in and let's do it. And remember, Michael King still would have been a Yankee if it wasn't for Juan Soto. Juan Soto is a generational talent. I understand why we got rid of him, but of all the people we traded for, that's one I wish we kept. If we can have a reunion, let's go for it because Michael King is the man. Let's have a crazy bullpen. I mean, not crazy bullpen, crazy starting pitching, and let's do it. Let's go all out.
Yeah, Johnny, you're absolutely right. Like I mentioned too, you're very right about that. You can't rely on the same way. Like you need players. You need players to surround Judge to help him out. You need like more starting pitchers to help Cole out when he gets back. You Rodon too, because you can't rely on these guys. These guys they're injured. They're injured and they're going to recover. So it's like we need as much help as we can. And I think is a great. Why not? Let's do it. Like if people are going to pass on him, all right, well, we need to take a chance. If Cashman is that type of guy, like I saw in the comments, he's a Scooby-Doo GM from Ultra Cowboy. Of course, but I think that would be a great pickup to, especially to give a big jolt to the pitching rotation. So.
And if I can add one thing,
sure.
Yeah.
I know the big rumors. Oh, there's a Paul Skeens possible trade. There's a Tarek Skubal trade. That's awesome. I would love to have them, but for what we have to give up, it can be a disaster for what we have in the minors and everything like that, or prospects that we have. With Michael King, we could just sign him. That's all we got to do. We're not giving up anything. So I'm saying let's just go for it.
Yeah. First off, I want to welcome all the new people that's in the stream. Please, I noticed a name just passing by, Monica. Monica, please, if you can you subscribe to the program? We'd really appreciate it. And tell all your friends and Yankee fans abroad or any baseball fan or entertainment fan to please come on and support the channel. We really, really appreciate it. I do have a late quote from a great Yankee reporter, Brian Hoke, and he says there are many within the organization who would welcome a big reunion with Michael King. So stay tuned.
I saw that too, yeah.
So that is something that we got to keep an eye on, guys. We'll see. We'll see how things go. I really believe You know, there was a quote by Hal Steinbrenner months ago that said, well, they spent all that money. Now they have to perform. Well, they did.
I know.
And they won. So you know what? Now it's time for you to do what you need to do. It doesn't matter if you have 300 million or 350 at this point, Hal. Please, the fans are going to come out. Can't you just supply them and with what they need and what they should do and just move on? Please, let's do this. My God. Now you got the ripes of winning. Toronto's gonna remember this for a long time. Believe me. I'm telling you, that's what's going to happen here. But another trade possibility is Skubal, guys. And one of the main names that I'm hearing is Cunningham from the minors. What do you guys think about that? Will Warren, Cunningham, and maybe an outfielder like Dominguez or somebody like that. What do you think? We'll start with Johnny. Go ahead.
Now, those are the three that are going to give up for him?
That's what I'm here. That's the rumor.
Oh, I'm for it. Listen, I'm for it. Let's go. Oh, I'm for it. Let's go. All those names. I mean, I like Dominguez. I do. I think he has potential. But for a pitcher like that who can change your team completely and put you over the hump, I'm all for it. You don't get any players like that come around often, and this is like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I'm for it. You didn't mention anybody that would, make me sit there and say, "Oh man, like I'm going to be sad about this." But listen, if it's for Paul Skeens or Tarek Skubal, let's just do it.
Absolutely.
Evan, your take.
That's a little bit of a tough one. I honestly wouldn't go after Skubal, in my opinion. I would rather go after a guy like Skeens, who's a little bit younger, who I think has a little bit more potential. I'm not saying that I don't think Skubal has a lot of great potential, but he's shown what he can do already in this league. He's fantastic. But it's just one of those situations where I don't really trust the Yankees to, get that right as far as allowing him to pitch on like 5 days rest, allowing him to, go back in the game when necessary. Like if a situation comes up in the playoffs where he has to go, or if he wants to go in, are the Yankees going to allow him that? And will he feel comfortable signing an extension with the Yankees? I don't think so. So that's kind of why I wouldn't really risk, especially where you're going to have to trade for Skubal too. I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather go after Skeens. The Jason Dominguez thing, I hate the fact that we would have to trade him. But if they really feel like they want to do it, then they can. It's either you trade him or you play him. There's no in between. They got to stop playing this middle ground game where, they leave the guy on the bench. They can't find a position for him. They mess up where he's supposed to play, and then they come up, and then they don't even play the right position. And then it's like, well, teams are, of course, they're going to offer less for that because they know the Yankees are willing to trade those guys for a high caliber player. So of course they're going to take their offer on it. But I would not kick the tires on Skubal. I think it's a risk. I don't think it would work out.
That's a very good point. I was going to ask with Skeens, let's just say if we get him, if that happens ever, when like how much of control, like how many years do we have control over him?
So I think we would have 2 or 3.
Better than
I think 2 years. Yeah.
Okay. So that's if it's let's just say if it's those players, let's just say for Skeens, they'll probably ask for more. Or Skubal. Let's just say for Skeens, since we do have more control over him, let's just say they're throwing Spencer Jones. I'm for it. Yes.
Jones fine. Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, they hate Dominguez. He's never going to play. He's like Santa Claus. He only plays once a year and gives gifts to everybody. So yeah, just put him out of his misery. Spencer Jones, I don't even think they'll go and entertain the idea of bringing him up. So even Bryce Cunningham too is they'll probably say, oh, he's not ready. So you know what? If they have a deal in place for these guys and throw in Warren, sure, I'm for it. Let's just do it. Let them do good on other teams, so the Yankees could be like, oh, they should have played for us. Yes, no kidding. They do this all the time. So yeah, but even Skeen's the name, since we have more control over him, I'm for it. So uh, we'll see. Famous last words, but I think with that, with they need to even with starting pitching, I think it's great to have more starting pitching than you can. Depth, like I said, with depth is not a guy that's been away for baseball for 5 to 10 years and played in an independent league and then took a break for another 2 years with 3 Tommy John surgeries and a RoboCop body. I'm talking about young guns, that prospects. I'm talking about them. That's your depth, not the guys that Cashman wants a dumpster dive for. That's the last resort. That's like depth in AA, just in case. But like even with Skeens and Schoolball, but Skeens mostly, I think that's a great idea to have him on there. They need more young blood, and they need these veterans on this team to teach these guys too, like to get them up and running, not overplaying them, not taking their time up, taking time away from their what's it called, whether it's like pitching or hitting. Because Jason Dominguez, the reason why, when we all know the reason why I would say I'll put him out of his misery is because he never plays. He just plays once in a blue. And, if they did it the right way, I think he would have been a great star on the team. So, but that's another topic of conversation. It's like opening up another can of worms. So, but
now, want to welcome Carl also. And of course, Wendy, welcome to the stream. I wanted to address what Carl is saying, and that is, why would they trade Paul, schemes and all that? And it's very simple. They're not going to be able to afford him. And on top of that, they have great starting pitching, and they got more to come.
A lot more, yeah.
They have a lot more to come. I mean, really, just so much going on that they are just. If they had money, they'd really, really be some team in the next year or two. I do want to address Mr. Met and all Met fans that are here. On November 10th at 4 p.m., we have a special show coming in, and we have live the Mets PA announcer, public address announcer at Citi Field, Colin Cosell, who happens to be the grandson of the late, great Howard Cosell. So for you Met fans that want to hear some great takes of Met stuff and Met everything that show, please tell your friends, anybody who's Met fans and whatever. I will put the link out I have actually put the link out and start sharing it with your Met fans, friends, everyone, because this will be dedicated to you, the Met fan, that day. Of course, all Yankee fans are invited. But that's who's coming on, so it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're really looking forward to it. So, guys, remember, Colin Cosell will be here November 10th on a special NY Mania show at 4 p.m., and we'll dissect what happened with the Mets, things that are going on with the Mets, and all of that. So, Met fans, we welcome everyone here. Toronto fans, Dodger fans, we really, really appreciate each and every one of you. The only thing that I ask in the stream, please be conscious. We do have young adults that are listening right now. Please watch the language. If you don't agree with somebody, I understand that, but, respectfully disagree. That's all we ask here. Just, if you want to disagree, we have no problem with that, guys. But just be respectful. That's all I ask. And that's all we ask here on Mania. So, also, guys, I wanted to touch base. Are you guys ready for the plate calling of the strike zone next year? I think it's going to help the Yankees big time.
I hope so.
What are you guys' thoughts?
I'm all for it. We should have had it 20 years ago.
Yeah.
The technology probably didn't exist to where it's good now. So it's probably why you wouldn't have it, but we should have had it years ago. Whenever it was available and it was good to use, which I believe the miners had it for a couple of years now, if I'm correct. I forgot when they started it, but so it's been around. So I'm all for it. I hope it does well, and I hope they can expand a little more into it. I believe, if I'm correct, it's they only giving two opportunities to challenge something, if I'm
Two
correct.
challenges.
So I'm hoping maybe that can maybe turn to three, maybe four. Obviously we've got to have a limit. We can't go insane of that, but I feel if that works out, maybe it can grow and can be something better, because some of these calls are terrible. Where it can even cost you the game, and it has cost games. So I'm all for it.
Awesome. Okay, Evan, how about you?
Oh yeah, no, I definitely agree. You have to implement the ABS. It has to be done right. It has to be done the correct way. You have to make sure that everything works, obviously, and everything is set up properly. But no, it's going to be a great addition to the sport. Now that more people from other countries are watching, the umpires, the fact that they don't have as big of a role anymore is going to be huge. Definitely, it takes the integrity away from the game when they make a bad call, especially when it affects the outcome of the game. I actually thought the umpires in this Blue Jays Dodgers series were pretty good. I thought most of the time they were on target with their calls, and they went to review, they went to replay things, just to make sure that everything was correct, which I thought was a good process by them. But ABS is going to be very, very important next season. I'm happy with the way that they did it in the All-Star game. They tested it out, made sure it was correct, and I think it's going to be a very good addition next year.
And Nick.
Yeah, I think that's really great. I think that's awesome. This is a terrible season for the umpires. And the one thing the ABS system is not going to do is personally attack you, just like the umpires did all season long. So that's a good thing. I just with that, I think it's even the players too. Like they show the instant replay. They even with highlight reels and stuff like that, recaps. You just see it. You see how like much the umpires messed up. Like they were just like all of them are just they went to the school of Angel Hernandez. That's the college that they went to, and Helen Keller's college too. It's just it's just nonsense. It's like how do you even mess up? Not even a close call like or a close play, like just far in between, and you see it on the instant replay. So this is great. This is great for everybody. So. Hopefully it's when they do start it up, and I hope it is accurate, so they don't have to go back to the umpires taking control. But I think this is a great thing for baseball. Yeah, but they also need to get rid of the ghost runner rule. I never liked it. They need to get rid of that. Not.
I agree. Also, everyone, I'd like to if you could now. Just put something in the in our chat. One of my new ideas is to have a Sunday wrap-up show every Sunday during the winter at 8 p.m. The week of big sports news, Yankee news, and all every Sunday night at 8 p.m. Are you guys for it? Would that be something that would be favorable to you? Please let me know. Let us know, because we'd like to bring it to you. We've done it a few times and it's been a success. And I'd like to hear your opinion. Would you like to see a wrap-up show on NY Mania at 8 p.m. on Sunday nights? And I appreciate that. We're also going to get to Ken from The Ugly Truth in a minute. I just want to mention to everyone, please go to Total Turnbuckle Talk with TJ. We have a lot of news in the WWE and a big title change. One that I'm not really happy about. It was a great Saturday night's main event last night, but I'm very disappointed. TJ has his thoughts on it. Go check it out, everyone. Remember, Friday night we will simulcast Total Turnbuckle Talk right here on NY Mania and on Total Turnbuckle Talk. And we will have live with us the in-ring announcer to different cards in the 70s and the 80s. Lou Edwards will be here, and he will give us all the lowdown on the way wrestling was and how it is today. So, guys, by all means, the link will be out probably tomorrow morning. Ask your questions, because it's a show you're not – if you love wrestling, just like it, You got to hear it because he's going to be saying things that nobody's ever heard before because it was tight-lipped. Now everything is on the open. So listen to our show Friday night, 10 p.m., right here on NY Yankee Mania and Total Turnbuckle Talk. Go there, look at the shorts, subscribe both channels. I think you're really going to love it. With that in mind, let's bring in the World Series announcer on Ken the Ugly Truth, Yankees the Ugly Truth, that did a fantastic job all year with the Yankee games, all kinds of games. Let's get his take. Ken, welcome and congratulations for a wonderful, wonderful year that you gave us all. Take it away.
Thank you. Most appreciated. What am I taking away? I'm saying thank you.
Take away of the World Series. Go ahead.
The World Series? Well, I've got a few segments planned based off of the events that happened in the late innings. I think that there is a fundamental rule that needs to be tweaked because I do not believe that it was justful. I think that the World Series should have been the Blue Jays when IKF was thrown out at home. Part of my reasoning being that the replay officials in New York were constrained to the call that was on the field. I think that they should not get the information on what call was made on the field. They should review the play that itself and make the call themselves, and that call stands. I think you would have had a much different turnout. And hence, series over with, different winner. The other question that I had that I think is questionable in the World Series also happened in that game. Do you remember when Andres Jimenez was hit by Rybowski?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Warnings were issued to both benches.
Yes.
In accordance with the rules, if another batter is hit, that the offending pitcher is automatically ejected. Well, Yamamoto hit Kirk. Was he ejected? No. Why?
Game 7.
Gambling. No.
And
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Big market.
Well, I mean, a rule is a rule is a rule. It doesn't change no matter who you are. So those are some questions that I have in my mind's eye.
Okay.
So some of the things that I'm going to do on my show is I want to address the particular play-by-play with the video clips because my son John spent the better part of the afternoon trimming it, slowing it down, and putting it pretty much frame by frame from ball catch to foot touches the plate. And it's the same capability that they have in the replay center in New York.
Ken, did you see the because I brought it up too, like they had like a they had so many camera angles, but like IKF wasn't even leading towards home. He was more on the third base side. Like doing like even let's just say an extra step or two. Do you think even if he did that leaning towards home plate, he would have been safe because he had that leverage?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I think that it would have been clean cut without a doubt that he would have been in there safe.
Yeah. That's
There's been some talk about him sliding head first. I don't think the head first slide makes a difference.
okay.
I personally think that people are slowed down by sliding head first as opposed to going in feet first.
Oh, that's
The
interesting.
difficulty that you run into sliding feet first is you have the tendency to bounce your foot over the plate. And that's why people talk about head first sliding.
Yeah. No.
But for me, I'm an old school guy, and like a runner is stealing second, he slides into the bag head first. The ball is thrown into the outfield. How often does that runner advance? Almost never. However, if you slide feet first, you're popping up and you're ready to run to the next base. And that's old school mentality, I suppose, but something that I grew up with.
Awesome. Well, I mean, again, it was to me at the end, the Toronto Blue Jays looked like the New York Yankees, in my opinion, because everything they were doing, they were getting the men on base and just could. All right, one was a lucky play in center field. That was the gods. I think they had an angel in the outfield when he made that great play in center field. There's no question about that.
You're talking about Paez running over
Yes.
Hernandez?
Yes.
Yeah. If that is Tommy Edman, there's no way that play gets made. And the way that Kike was running, he was trying to make a Willie Mays catch. I don't see that one happening either.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, he didn't turn, he didn't square the ball up. He was running with his back to it and looking over his shoulder. I'm like, yeah, you're going to end up kissing the wall before you end up catching that ball.
Yeah, no question. There is something that I want to address from Richard. Richard said, "How come? Out of all the days, you go and pick not to come on after the World Series last night?" Well, first of all, Richard, if you saw my shorts, I did make a comment and why we weren't on. Second of all, I had a very, very, very big family outing, and I was away. I just came back this morning, actually this afternoon. And thank you, Ken. And I have put on hundreds and hundreds of streams throughout the year. And I'm sorry, but sometimes these things happen, and it's beyond our control. And you know what? Baseball shouldn't be going into November.
But I will tell
this is the months where you start with the Thanksgivings and the families getting together.
Mm-hmm.
So below me on baseball.
I will put this out to you. Joe works from his studio in his home.
Mm-hmm.
The computer that he utilizes is a full computer. It is not a laptop or portable. So he cannot take his stream with him when he is out of hat at home. However, if the fan base here wants to buy Joe a computer and provide him with the amenities, he might be able to do some on-the-road stuff.
Richard's going to buy from him. Thanks, Richard.
Well, we've had other streams too.
It's like we're not allowed to make, and I understand, Richard. Believe me, it hurt my heart that we couldn't, that I couldn't do a stream last night. But I am not going to disappoint my niece of a huge birthday surprise. If the Yankees were in it, totally, we would do something. Believe me, I'd get to any facility that I could. But for Toronto and the Dodgers, do you think I'm gonna give two hoots?
Hoot!
That's why we came on tonight special for you guys. That's why we came on special. And you have to remember, guys, you can't repeat and repeat and repeat things. It gets to the point that people will get disgusted and say, you know what? I'm coming back to NY Mania in February and March. They say the same thing over. But we don't do that. We don't do that. But sometimes you just can't you just can't do it. And thank you, Ken, because the whole staff understood there was nothing really I could do. I am not. If you all had a wedding, a family outing, a tremendously big birthday, and what were you going to say to them? Oh no, I can't. I've got to listen to this show. I mean, are you kidding me? So, and I apologize. I did a short. I put everything out, and I did what I needed to do for you guys.
The long and short, Joe, is you do a lot, and you can do what you can do. Sometimes there are obligations that take precedence on it, and yesterday happened to be one of them. I want to address Felix Nunez, his last comment. Real Bill P was actually in Toronto last night, so he got to
Wow.
experience the Toronto bust,
Wow.
and
First
he
time.
actually he shot me a couple of messages that he had introduced his family to Vlad Guerrero Sr.
Wow. Okay.
And
Wow,
I
he's
can't
far-
remember who it was that came into the play-by-play that said, "I can't believe that Guerrero Jr. is going to get a World Series ring before Judge." Well, didn't happen.
No.
I'll tell you, there were so many moments there that I just, it boiled me that people like Guerrero, Springer were going to get a ring. I felt very bad for Don Mattingly. I got to say that. But
Yeah.
I did not feel bad for the manager. I did not feel bad for Guerrero. I did not feel bad for Springer because they think that their you-know-what does not stink. And I'm sorry. Come back to earth, man. You're not the best players in the game. You might be one of the 10, but that's all. That's what you are. You're not the best. So let's come off your high horse. You got your whatever $400 million. Be happy with that, because you may never see an opportunity that you just had now. So watch your P's and Q's and play the game the way you're supposed to, and stop being a banana on the field. That's what you call a bozo at first base there. I'm sorry. He acts like he's the greatest thing since sliced bread. Well, I got news for you. You couldn't shine Judge's shoes. You couldn't shine Otani's shoes. And you can't even shine Yamamoto's shoes. So don't even bother. There's 3 people ahead of you. And Piston doing that. I understand you want to rah-rah your team, but you go to the extreme. And you know, Toronto fans, grow up. Grow up. You're dissing New York City. You're dissing the New York Yankees. You're dissing every team. Well, what happened? You lost.
Well, you know what, Joe? That's not an issue just within the Toronto fan base. It seems that fans generically take more pleasure in trolling and tearing down other franchise than actually celebrating the accomplishments of their own team. And that's just a sad narrative of today's fandom.
Good point. Yep.
And if you look at the Blue Jays are losing Bassett in free agency, Scherzer, Beaver, Bichette, IKF, Sir Anthony Dominguez, Ty France. So those are people that they're going to have to replace.
Yeah, and okay.
They-
Now Felix
they-
is. I'm sorry.
And they probably need a real closer because they don't have one.
Right. So Felix is saying, well, to be honest, he had a good performance. Okay, one performance. Whoop-de-doo. Whoop-de-doo. You see people like Otani or Judge, even when they're doing well, do they act like that? There's one way to rah-rah your team. There's another way to really grow up. And you know what? His father should really lace into him. He really should. Grow to respect the baseball. Period. Grow to respect it. Not make a mockery. And that's how the fans go crazy, because he's mocking the other. You could clearly see he's having a good time, like mocking everybody. And you don't do that. Not as an adult. You don't do it. It's going to come back and haunt you. And it did. And you know what? As much as I didn't want the Dodgers to repeat because the Yankees were the last team, I was happy that it happened. And you know what? Kudos to Dave Roberts, because he pushed every right button he could. Every move he made made a difference. Made a difference. So kudos to Dave Roberts right now, until he's dethroned, is the best manager in baseball right now, bar none.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not taking away anything from Vladdy, his ability. He's a great, talented player. But when you have ego that sort of takes that over, it sort of masks it, and people don't even look past like his ability. They always see like what he says, and it's Joe. You're very right in that in a sense where for him to say that, it does fire up the Blue Jay fans, and then they just follow him in regards to that, and then it's just a wildfire. It doesn't have to be that way. Yeah, absolutely, Ken. You're very right about that too. If let's just say if Vlad, if he wants to talk, like save that energy for the World Series, and just save it. You don't have to kick us when we're down. Look, you can say whatever you want. That's great. That's the beauty of freedom of speech in America, not Canada. But like I'm saying, like with just in a general sense, I think it's just just play your game, make your money, and just shut your mouth, and that's it. But don't rile up like Blue Jays fans, and it's that's the worst thing you can do, because once they're trying to, a lot of people can think on their own. They can think about, okay, what we did well, what did we do well, what did we do bad, let's fix it. But like if you're throwing other stuff towards them, that's a disaster waiting to happen. So, but yeah, a lot of people, like Ohtani, like others, they don't do that. They play their game and they respect the game. So whatever, he's a different person, so you can't really change him. So.
Oh yeah, no question about it. Absolutely, no question about it. And in a couple other things, I want to give kudos to the New York Rangers. Also, the Rangers have played the last 3-4 games outstanding, and they deserve these wins on the road. And they are now coming home, and I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing. A lot of players coming through. JT Miller is just what he is, directing traffic. If the Rangers get Savannah Jam going and a few others going, this team is going to make some noise. They have the right coach. There's no question in my mind. Anybody want to chime in on the Knicks? I know Evan really doesn't want to talk about the Nets, but guys, Evan is the guru right here of basketball. So, Evan, why don't you shine in on a couple of the first week or so of basketball? What are you seeing? What are you liking? And what's surprising you?
Yeah, obviously the Nets have been awful. They don't deserve my attention anymore, so I'll not talk about them. The Knicks, I think the fans are a little bit too impatient right now. I know they want results. Yeah. I think Mike Brown so far is doing a pretty good job of giving the bench more minutes this season. I think the starters for the Knicks are doing a good job. One complaint that I've seen is that they're taking too many threes. They're not playing simple, good basketball like they've done last season. But the thing is, they have to get into a rhythm. I think once they get into a rhythm first and they really start getting used to Mike Brown's system, I think they'll feel a lot more comfortable going into the rest of the season and definitely into the playoffs too. I think he's doing a good job of using the players in the right way. Obviously, there could be a couple of changes made. Trying out like Karl Anthony Towns, making him as a distributor up at the point, I think is a good decision. But you also want him to play down low too and have that physical presence in the paint. Brunson, I think they do a good job. Like that 1-2 game that they run with Brunson and Towns, I think that's a good game too. And also, I think that a guy like Landry Shamet off the bench has been really good. A guy like Tyler Kolek, who I know Nick likes, is being a good contributor too. And they have guys that just come in and do their job, and I think that's really what you need from them. As far as some of the other teams, I like what I've seen from obviously the Thunder so far. They're undefeated. They've been really good. I don't think anyone's surprised about them. Joe's Lakers, I think the Lakers have been doing well without Luka and LeBron. Right now, I think they're doing a good job without them. And a team that people may not be very high on for right now, but that could make a lot of noise is the Spurs with Victor Wembanyama, with De'Aaron Fox, with Stephen Castle. I really think they could make a lot of noise if they make a play-in run into the playoffs. I really think that they could be a good force there, a good young team that's on the rise. So far, the NBA has been very good. I like what I've seen so far. NBA on NBC. I like NBC's coverage so far too. I think they've done a good job. Mike Tirico is now calling games as well as Grant Hill. So they're doing a good job there, and I like what I've seen so far.
At the end of the third quarter, the Knicks lead the Chicago Bulls 105-89.
Yes, just looking at that. Yep.
That is your score at the end of three. And the Lakers and Miami and a little bit later on.
Yeah.
And everything else, you have the Spurs losing to the Suns 55-42, 3 minutes left in the half. The Thunder beat the Pelicans 137-106. The Hornets beat the Jazz 126-103. The Raptors beat the Grizzlies 117-104. The Cavs beat the Hawks 117-109. Unfortunately for Evan, the Philadelphia 76ers beat the Brooklyn Nets 129-105. So that's your scoreboard right now for basketball. We'll give you a quick hockey update. We have the Flyers trailing Calgary 1-0 at the end of 2. The Anaheim Ducks lead the Devils 2-0 at the end of 1. The Detroit Red Wings and the Sharks 0-0 at the end of 1. And finals, Lightning 4, Utah 2, and the Islanders beat the Blue Jackets 3-2. So that is your scoreboard right now for hockey and basketball. Guys, Evan, do you want to do the scoreboard for the NFL? If you or one of you, whoever would like to do it, go ahead.
Sure, definitely. I guess I can do half of the games, and then if John or Nick or Ken want to take it, then we'll do that. But
if I'm not talking NFL today.
Oh yeah, I know, Ken. I know. We have it a lot worse. Trust me. At least
it could be worse as a Giants fan.
Yeah.
So
we'll start out with that game. The Niners defeated the Giants 34-24. The Patriots defeated the Falcons 24-23. The Chargers beat the Titans 27-20. The Bears in a shootout game against the Bengals. That was a crazy game. Bears won that game 47-42 over Cincinnati. The Steelers beat the 7-1 Colts 27-20. The Broncos defeated the Texans 18-15. The Minnesota Vikings defeated the Detroit Lions 27-24. The Carolina Panthers defeated the Packers in an upset 16-13. The Jacksonville Jaguars in overtime defeated the Raiders 30-29. The Rams defeated the Saints 34-10. The Bills, unfortunately for Ken, defeated the Chiefs 28-21. On Thursday night, the Ravens defeated the Dolphins 28-6. Right now, the Seahawks are playing the Commanders. The Seahawks are up 7-0 in the second quarter. And tomorrow night, we have the Arizona Cardinals against the Dallas Cowboys.
Awesome stuff, guys.
I was going to add. I was going to add really quick. Josh, I'm sorry. I just want to add really quick with the Knicks too. I was just checking. Josh Hart, he has 14 points in 20 minutes, which is very, very important because they were missing him the first few games of the season. So I think that's going to be a really big help with the Knicks as well. So I'm not worried about the Knicks. I'm not. They need time to gel with Mike Brown and his layout. I think yes, that is not a big issue, but a sort of an issue you need to watch out for is like a lot of 3-point shots. It's great to take that, especially Karl Anthony Towns. Great to take that, but you need to use your power in your body more in the low post. But if he wants to take his threes just to confuse the opposing team, I'm for it. But they need to utilize their strength. They utilize everything that they're known for, their talent. So, but we'll see. But yeah, so far so good with the 5-0 Bulls. Unbelievable. Yeah. That team has talent. I young athletic team. They the way they outplayed the Knicks, that was just not only embarrassing, but on their part, on the Bulls' part, that was just very impressive. Unbelievable.
So the question that I have for you is how do you feel about Max Fried winning the Gold Glove for?
Yeah, I was just going to say that right now. I was going to say breaking news.
He deserves it.
Oh, it just happened? Yeah.
Yeah, he got it.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Great. Okay. Yeah.
Let's go, Max
Good
Fried.
for you, Max.
Yeah.
You deserve it. Fellow Jew right there.
Yeah,
Wow.
he had a wonderful year. There's no question about it.
Yeah.
And I don't want to hear, this in the playoff. One thing that I really am very confident about because of his smarts and the way he looks at the game. I know Garrett Cole is going to come back better than ever. I just got a major feeling on that. He's not your ordinary pitcher. He's going to go out there next year, and he may not be sharp in the first or two starts, but I believe he's going to lead us to the charge of the American League East. As long as the Yankees do their part, get us the players that we need, and stop with the darn strikeouts. Let's get contact hitting. Let's do that, and then let the pitching staff do their thing. And I think the Yankees are in for one hell of a season next year. I really do, and I'm not saying that because I'm a huge Yankee fan. It's just known fact. I just believe the Yankees, if anybody's going to improve in the offseason, this is the season they really can improve. There's everything in front of them that can make them a world champion again. This is the year. I don't know if you guys agree, disagree, or whatever, but my feeling is the Yankees are right now. I think this is all in. I know they said they were all in with Juan Soto, which they weren't, and they were supposedly all in this year, but everything is here now. Guys, all they have to do is the few right moves here, guys, the few right moves, and the Yankees will win that Eastern with no problem. And I don't care about Clement and this one and that one. Next year, the Yankees should come out like a rolling bull and do what they need to do. And really, and I'll tell you the truth, another rumor, and I don't like spreading rumors, but another thing that keeps in my ear with people is with the Red Sox losing their third baseman. Could he be headed to the Bronx? Are the Yankees going to take a step in that direction? Probably not, because they're happy. Yeah, right. I know Ken is going thumbs down. So we're gonna hopefully pray that instead of McMahon striking out 300 times, he'll strike out 200 times.
Oh, that's an improvement.
Okay, so let's see. Bregman is making $40 million right now.
Right.
In Fenway Park, he hits 347. Guess what he hits in Yankee Stadium?
248.
220.
220.
Oh, so I want to pay a guy $40 million who can't hit in my own park because he's been so used to bouncing balls off the green monster and the Crawford boxes. Forget it.
Right. Listen, I'm not saying this is what I want. I'm just saying this is what's out there. Will they make a step? I mean, I don't believe so. I think they're very happy with McMahon. To me, he's a vacuum cleaner at third. I just would like to see him hit a little bit more. Stop worrying about the darn home runs and get the base hits. Look what it does for a team. You don't have to. All right, yes, we know the Dodgers tied the game with a home run, and I understand that. But it doesn't always work out that way. The home runs will come. You have enough people that could put the ball in the seats. Now let's get players that will get runners home. And again, the only thing that bothers me is Giancarlo Stanton, because the man can't run. If you get 2 hits and he's on first base, 9 times out of 10, he can't score. So now you want 3 straight hits. You know how hard that is? That's a big problem. A very big problem.
I mean, you bringing up Cole. No, I really hope he performs the way Cole does, even, just with the adjustments with his injury. I just also hope the Yankees are not like, oh, Cole's coming back. There's our signing. There's our major piece of the rotation. I don't want that. No, we need a cushion for him. Cushion, and we need an additional replacement just in case. You just never know what's going to happen. Is he going to get injured again? You just don't know. So it's great. Like we brought up Michael King. If you're not a fan of him, that's fine. If you guys want another starter, then we need another starter to back up Rodon and Cole, because it's like, all right, we're all in. They're coming back. Well, what's going to happen if they
tell me this? What would you be willing to pay Michael King?
Oh,
Because from the perspectives, he's looking for a 3-year, $75 million contract. So are you willing to pay him $25 million a pop?
Is that what he's asking for? That's a little steep. It's a little steep, no?
Not at that price. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't
I don't know. Is that figure? Okay.
It's going to be number 3.
I mean, we can sit and we can talk about players all we want, but are you willing to write the check for that player?
For that price, no.
And with Michael King coming to the New York Yankees, where does he fit in the rotation? He's certainly not a 1. Is he a 2,
No.
3, 4, or a 5?
He could be a 3.
Could be a 3, but 4. I would say a 4.
4.
Okay. Most 4 pitchers are ringing 12 to 15 million a year. So are you willing to pay a 4.25? As sexy as he is with the experience in New York. Okay. If you can't pay him, who are you going to pay? Because you got to pay somebody.
Yeah, if it's that much, then no, I'm not doing it. Yeah, I didn't know it was that steep. Yeah.
Yeah, no. If it is going to, I mean, more power to the Yankees if they give it to him, Ken. But I just don't, like you said, I don't see it. They have bigger fish to fry right now.
Exactly. And I'm going to tell you, the comment there with Richard, cannot have automatic outs at third, short, and catching. Well, I think that McMahon is going to improve. Your auto out was Anthony Volpe, and I'll eat my hat if you see him before June, especially with extensive repairs to his shoulder. So you're going to have Caballero there. So I don't think that he's an automatic out. And behind the dish, there's talk on the street that Ben Rice may be your freaking catcher. So he won't be at the bottom of the order.
Yeah. Ken, do you think the Yanks will re-sign Rosario?
I do.
I like that move. I really like that move. Guys, you like that?
It would be a smart thing to do. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think that Rosario will get re-signed. I do not believe that Bellinger will be. I think he's out the door.
He wants what?
I think more and more that Tucker's coming. I don't know why.
No,
I don't think he's coming either.
I don't think he's coming. No way.
Tucker more unrealistic at this point. Yeah.
Dodgers will probably get him or something. Not us.
Dodgers. Imagine if they signed Bo Bichette and Tucker.
Well, they probably will. They'll defer money and
even play the season. Just forget about it. Give it to them, and that's it. Let's just forget about the season. It won't be good for baseball. I mean, the owners will really go nuts. And I'm telling you right now, if the Dodgers go into a $400 to $500 million payroll, baseball's in for big trouble. They are in trouble.
If you circumpass their actual deferral numbers, their team payroll is $450 million this year.
Wow.
If you bring that to $500 million, Ken, there is something seriously wrong.
Oh, there's something seriously wrong that they owe that much money and are not being taxed for it.
Yeah. When is it, Ken? You're great at the stats. Mm-hmm. When is it that they're finally going to be shelling out these millions and billions of dollars?
10 years.
I'm tired of hearing it. Let's hear it.
It's over 10 years. So by the time they're actually paying, and all this money is being invested in an annuity fund, so the money is going to be there, and they'll be able to pay it out. But more likely what's going to happen is the ownership group that has the Dodgers right now, when that money starts being paid out, that's going to go against their actual cap. So they will be in freaking hell.
Yeah.
for free agents
But when?
in 10 years.
But when? 10 years?
10 years.
So they can win 10 more in a row.
Yeah, I doubt it. But in theory, if they want to bump somebody off and hold his deferral money until he retires, sure.
There's no way there's not going to be a lockout. There's no way in hell. It'll snow tonight if they don't strike next year. Something's got to be done with this, and you got to stop. And I mean, and all these smaller teams, they've got to get better. You can't go into a series knowing, oh well, we know the Dodgers are going to win 6 games in a row. They're playing Colorado. If Colorado can't stay, get out of it. Get out of it. If you in that beautiful ballpark, you get 40,000 all the time, and you can't put a decent team out there, get out of it. Enough.
You know what?
I'm so sick of seeing garbage teams.
Who's going to go there, though?
You know what, Joe? The problem with Colorado, they can put together – they actually have a really good ball club with regard to positional players and whatnot. What they don't have is any starting pitching whatsoever, and they can't sign a free agent to go there because none of their breaking stuff works.
Look what happened to Mike Hampton.
Exactly.
It's disgusting. Ken, let me ask you something. Mm-hmm. If Colorado went into an indoor ballpark, would that make a difference?
It would. It would. As a matter of fact, the Arizona Diamondbacks have the second highest altituded ballpark in baseball.
Uh-huh.
And when the roof is open, breaking balls do not work and home runs fly. But they play with the roof closed 90% of the time, and their pitchers are able to throw the great breaking balls, and that should probably be an adjustment made to Coors Field, is incorporating a way to dome that place.
I really think that they have to do. I mean, you can't have this every year in that ballpark. I mean, how can you even be a fan of the Colorado Rockies? How can you?
I tell you what, there are a lot of fans there. I've been to Coors Field. Those guys are avid fans. Their team may stink, but they're going to show.
I hope so, Ken, because I mean, guys, do you agree with this? Aren't you tired of seeing these little teams? And then when you have the Yankees battling, let's say the Red Sox or the Blue Jays, and then they got to play these hapless teams. I mean, I know we all do, and for some reason the Yankees somehow screw up against these hapless teams. Why, I don't know, but they do. I mean, doesn't it get to a point where it's a joke?
This year we hammered teams under 500.
Even the last week of the season.
Yeah.
We handled the teams that we should have handled this year. The problem that we had, our Achilles heel, was freaking the AL East itself.
Yeah, but you got to do something. How disgusting? Sean Browning saying, "What about the White Sox? How disgusting are they?"
They actually have a pretty good farm system, though, too.
Their farm system is tops, and they have eliminated basically every big contract with the exception of Luis Robert, and he will be a thing of history this year because they will move him before the season starts, and he's on the hook. They're on the hook for $20 million on him, and he will be out of there.
Yeah, they better do something. I mean, the White Sox. That's a brand name team, and it's pathetic. 2 years in a row like that. They were a little bit better this year, but give me a break.
They picked up from the Padres the guy that we sent over in the Soto trade, Thorpe.
Yes, Drew Thorpe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when he pitched for the remainder of the season, there in Chicago, he was fantastic. He got hurt in the middle of the season. That's why you didn't hear from him.
Yeah, he did
He
get
had
injured.
some type of an oblique strain. Wasn't a Tommy John, wasn't a UCL. It was an oblique that kept him out for the almost 4 months.
Wow.
Wow.
So
He's
he's a top flight pitcher, and you saw some of the quality starters that they had when we faced them up. When we beat them, we beat the hell out of their bullpen.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, we did.
100%.
For teams like the White Sox, the Pirates, the Rockies, who don't seem to want to spend, to improve their team, they seem to just take the money from the big market teams and they pocket it. Do you think that's going to be in the contract talks for the lockout? Or I feel like it should be. I feel like these teams, if they're going to be taking money from these big market teams like the Yankees, the Dodgers, the Mets, Red Sox, they should
The
spend
teams that
money as well
the
to
teams
improve
that
the team.
pocket the money from the competitive tax balance have been the Oakland A's, Sacramento A's are huge offenders of it, and they've had grievances filed against them by the Major League Players Association for undercutting what is deemed as the minimum for a major league franchise. The second team is the Pittsburgh Pirates, and the third offender is the Tampa Bay Rays.
Miami Marlins are not far behind, Ken.
They're just above the cut.
Yeah, because they were forced. They didn't do it. They knew they would.
I think the Marlins had 2 grievances filed against them, and this would have been the third, and then Major League Baseball would have been able to step in and freaking handle their business.
You think
the Rays are? I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Rays are on their new ownership, so maybe that will change. Maybe they'll start heading in the right direction. There'll be actually some competitive, and they'll actually make the right choices. At least I would hope.
I mean, God's honest truth. Look at the Rays as a franchise in general. They generally don't sign big free agents. They make trades, and they always seem to win their trades, and they are very competitive.
Oh yeah.
But
I would love to rate them.
Pirates have been in the basement for freaking 20 years. When's the last time they actually made a postseason?
Yep.
Was it last World Series? What 1960, right? With Pirates.
No, they had the family in the 70s.
Yeah,
Dave Parker.
Okay.
That's Bonds was on that team. Parker, Stargewell, Sanguillen.
Yep. Bill Garner.
They had this crazy pitcher. I can't remember what the hell his name was. Complete sidearmer starter. And when he would throw a breaking ball, his pitch would start behind the batter and then break into the strike zone.
Are you talking about Ken Tekulve?
No, he's earlier than that.
Oh, really? He was in 79?
He might have been there in 79, but there was another one. There were 2 pitchers that were just nasty.
Yeah, no, they were. They were. I want to give a little applause to the new subscribers. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Keep them coming, guys. Keep them coming. Let's see. Let's go to Richard.
Yeah.
You bring up the Pirates as soon as they started paying millions of dollars, like teams like the Yankees, Dodgers, and Red Sox. That was the end of the Pirates.
Well, before that, I was trying to get Richard to because it's his previous comment was it's hard for me to talk to you guys because you're such big fans of big market, but they have destroyed the game of baseball, whether you believe it or not. So I'm trying to get a sense of what he's talking about or what point he's talking about. So, I mean, I guess that's his comment that he wants to talk about. So then he goes, please answer this. If every team were like the Pirates, you wouldn't see $500 million contracts, which is totally ridiculous for baseball players. Blame teams like the Yankees. Huh. Okay. Anyone want to?
Yeah, I'm trying to read that comment again.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I'm trying to piece everything together.
I think it's just going to be. It's not like we, advocate for money to be deferred and all that. I mean, it's not like
Yeah,
We're not like private equity owners of a a franchise. It's not like we agree with everything that they're doing.
Evan.
Obviously, we're fans of the fans of the Yankees. We want them to spend the most money possible in order for them to improve their team. But I don't blame Hal Steinbrenner for not going over the luxury tax, because you're going to have to pay some of that money in tax back at some point, and plus you're going to have a lower draft pick. So I don't really blame the Yankees for doing that. And the fact that the Dodgers keep winning these championships, and they're really on like a dynasty run right now, it's going to make the argument of teams, spending a lot of money to be, very hard for the owners to come to agreement with the players about having a salary cap, because it's like the only way that you can win championships is by spending big money. That's a big example that the Dodgers have shown. But I think that smaller market teams can definitely make a run, but it's going to be hard for them to win without spending a lot of money. It's just one of the arguments that go into whether having a salary cap or whether you don't have one, but it's going to be hard for them to overrule that.
Yeah, good point.
I am going to disagree with you, Richard, and I do follow a small market team with my son John, Arizona Diamondbacks, in the World Series in 2023, and had one of the lowest payrolls in Major League Baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I am not a big subscriber of big contracts. I wasn't a fan of Soto and was glad that he left. Haven't been a fan of any major large contracts out there whatsoever, from people talking about Snell, Bregman. I always present an argument for different players, because I do not believe that the most expensive piece is the best one that fits the team. A lot of the people that I've talked about this year coming for this team are not the Alonsos of the world.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
talking about lower salaried players, controllable years, contact hitters. I've been talking about situational hitting as a content creator and play-by-play guy for over 2 years. And there are players out there that can be attained, that aren't going to break the bank. And when Hal said that he doesn't need to have a $300 million roster to compete, I completely agree with him. I think it's ridiculous. And I think it's a travesty that the Dodgers actually have a $450 million payroll and are being touted as the rulers of the universe. Well, shit, if you gave the Yankees $450 million to be able to run with, what would our lineup look like?
Ken, before we close that point on the 79 Pirates, I want to throw a couple of names at you. Was one of them that you were thinking of Bruce Keeson?
Keeson, yeah.
Okay. I had to do research on that, guys. And they had another guy that was very nasty, too, in his day, and that was John Candelaria.
Candyman.
The Candyman.
Candyman.
Yep, he pitched for the Yankees and the Mets. Guys, we also have a little treat in the bottom here. See if he's. Are you ready, sir? Uh-oh. The big N man. Are you ready to come up? Yes, no, maybe. Now's your chance. Going once, going twice. Okay, I guess he's not ready. He's not ready to come up.
He better not be driving either.
I think he's laughing.
Yeah, right.
Driving.
Richard, I would really like for you to come up in the stream and actually explain what you're talking about. Because $50 slice of pizza, what the hell are you talking about?
You bring up the prices.
Which one is this?
He brought up that's the first comment he brought up as a follow-up. Yeah.
Ken, it's not a criticism of you, but can you please tell me how much Aaron Judge makes per at-bat, per game, and please tell me that it's not ridiculous and that's not what the market calls for. Wait a minute. First of all, you're talking about Judge. Forget about Judge. What about Soto, what he makes on the pitch? What about Ohtani? Well, Ohtani supposedly is just making $2 million a year. Until
you figure his other $68 million in there, it's a boatload.
I mean, are you kidding me?
And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. with his $500 million contract, $540 million contract. Kyle Tucker's about to be banking too. So if you look at contracts, Judge is actually a great deal, along with Stanton.
Yeah, the Yankee prices are not up because of Aaron Judge. They are up at the sign of the times. I mean, that's the bottom line. You can't go around that. And obviously, if you can't afford it, you don't come on. You don't go to the game.
And to respond to Jake, are you serious? Jazz is a contact hitter? Give me a freaking break.
No, he's not. He's not a no.
Rice is a contact hitter. Wells isn't a hitter at all. And Volpe
Rice makes the most contact out of anybody, though.
Volpe barely makes contact. So, no, I would not class those as contact hitters.
But
Dominguez,
the philosophy
I don't know. He might be a contact hitter if he's facing right-handed pitching. But if you put him up against a lefty, no, he's not a contact hitter either.
But, I mean, he said the philosophy is the issue, which is true.
Any of those players do not have an OPS over 715. And 715 is league average. Every one of them is below zone.
Wow. Want to welcome to the stream Just Andy. How you doing, Andy? Jonathan, my brother, great to see you. And love from Connecticut. So
I know that guy. So
yeah, I'd like you to be up here. I'd love for you to be up here, Jake, too, so you could talk.
Well, Just Andy, thank you for coming, and please subscribe to the station, to the program. We really appreciate that, and thank you for coming on. T-Road is back.
T-Road, my guy.
Guys, these salaries are ridiculous. That's why I'm pulling away from the sport. I have no respect for the owners paying out this kind of money.
Yeah, I know T-Road.
I guess you don't watch basketball or football either then, right?
T-Road, we don't want to lose you as a subscriber, so you better stay on. We love you. Come on, man.
Yeah, T-Road, come on, man. Remember all the memories we had together on the stream?
Yeah, and I wanted to mention to everybody, so while there's no so we will do thanks for overwhelming, especially here on my on the email. You do want to see a stream on Sunday nights at 8. So you got it. We always hear you. So until the baseball season is ready to, and by the way, 143 days away from Yankee opening day. So keep that in mind. And also, we will be, like I said, every Sunday night at 8 p.m., we will be here with the week update, not only in baseball, anything going on. We'll give you a football update. We'll give you any trades during the week. We'll update you. Of course, we'll still have the shorts and the live shows and all of that. Of course, we will do that. But I just want to let you know, you guys overwhelmingly want this show. So we will give it to you every Sunday night at 8. I'm thanking each and every one of you for coming on tonight, guys. We just made a new stream. Congratulations, you guys. I really appreciate that. And I hope Johnny and Evan and Ken and of course, Chef Nick, I hope you'll be available for most of these Sundays at 8 o'clock to come on with us. That would be great. That's a compliment to all of you. This is because of you guys. And we really appreciate it. You've kept the interest now for an hour and 30 minutes, guys. We have quite a few people in the stream, and we really, you're well respected. And everybody, watch everybody's shorts. And of course, watch Ken this week. Ken is going to have some interesting takes on the Yankees, The Ugly Truth.
Nice.
He will let you know exactly when it's on. So with that, Evan's going to be putting out shorts. Evan will be with us in the morning streams, God willing. Johnny Salami, of course, he whatever he can do. He's very busy during the week, but whatever he can do, he will give us. The same thing with Chef Nick and with Nitin from Nitin Sports Rush and all of that. and that's leading to some great contact, man. Jason has given a final score. The Knicks have won 128 to 116. Thank you, Jason.
Let's do it, baby.
You're making some
Love it.
people very happy here.
Mhm.
So that's good.
I have a comment to Richard. Ken, I respect you and think you might not understand what I am saying.
Oh boy.
These humongous salaries are out of control. The owners are out of control, and the fans are getting hurt. Where did the spending on salaries begin? Who was the biggest offender that raised salaries throughout baseball? Would it be George Steinbrenner, the beloved owner of the New York Yankees, who started this rat race because he had more money in capital reserves than any other franchise in baseball, and he could outbid everybody?
Not to cut you short, Ken. T-Road said I would like to come on the show one day. Well, if you like to come on now, we'll add one person. So T-Road, if you want to come on, somebody, can you put the link out for him, please?
I'll drop down.
Come on, T-Road.
That's
Come on.
fine. You can bring a couple of them up. I'll just sit in the chat and type.
I put the link in the slide. So
T-Road, you got your answer. There is the stream. Come on up and talk to us.
Well, Jake. Well, you brought up Jake's comment actually. Yeah. There's a response to you, Ken.
I don't think. Good.
Jazz wasn't brought in to be a home run hitter. No, Jazz was brought in to be a defensive replacement because of the pitiful play of Gleyber Torres at second. And he was supposed to bring speed to the team. What he brought is a swinging for the fences type person. I don't think there was truly any aspiration or expectations with regard to his hitting ability. They thought that he was going to get on and steal bases. Well, that didn't really happen after he hit 6 home runs in his first 10 games.
that was a crazy run that he had.
Yeah. Boy,
yeah,
do I miss
he's
Augusto Ramirez though.
Yeah, so do I.
And T-Road, I do not agree with you. The fans are coming out. The fans are coming out to watch the game in droves.
Yankees are 48,000 every game. Whoa, Dennis, here he comes. He just
Dennis.
nowhere.
Dennis.
With the super chat. Not even hello, fellas. This guy is just amazing. God, Dennis, how are you feeling? That's number one. Good to see you all. Evan, nice haircut.
Thank you.
And
Hey.
Joe, I want to put up $200 as a prize for a fantasy baseball league next year to help the channel. Guys, do you win?
Hey, Dennis, you might as well just send the $200 to me right off the bat.
Oh.
That's the one that had
Oh, my God, what a stuck-up guy. Holy cow.
This is my living, brother. I make money doing this. You want to put a fantasy league together and have me in it? Come on now.
Guys,
Dennis, thank you very much, Dennis. Dennis, I hope you're feeling better too. I hope everything's
Yes,
going
Dennis.
better for you. Yeah, thank you very much.
Dennis.
Thank you,
We
Dennis.
appreciate you. I appreciate you very much. Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Dennis.
Well, Jake,
we definitely love to see you.
who is exactly meant to hit home runs?
That's for you, Dennis.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
Dennis, I have a question for you. Seriously, are you related to the one that does the wrestling commentating? Please,
Dennis Meltzer. Yeah.
Meltzer.
Yeah, I would love if you don't mind, because you look a lot like that person.
Well, it is him.
And if you are, then that's fantastic, because you do. That person does a great job, absolutely great job. Dennis, if you want to do this prize of fantasy baseball, come up, call me, and we'll discuss it. Well, I'm kind of new to it, but Ken understands everything. You understand everything. You guys want to do this? We'll do it.
What format do you want to use for the fantasy baseball? Head-to-head competition? Stats per week? Rotisserie? Come up with your format.
No, Joe. I'm full Italian. I put up the mouse picture for a goof to Vince Russo. I'm a subscriber. Okay. Because I put two and two together. I watched that podcast because I learned things for my channel, and I'll be honest with you, when I saw that, because some of the things that is said about supposedly if it was you or not, I don't like. So that's why I was saying so. But in the meantime, Dennis, let us know. Give me if you don't mind, a number that I could reach you. Ken and I will give you a call, and we'll discuss this. We'll do this. Whatever you want, Dennis.
He already said head-to-head points.
Oh, okay. Is that something, Ken, that would be good?
Sure.
I'll do it too. Let's do it.
All right, let's do it, baby. You're in, Dennis. So, Ken, you help me. You'll let me know what we have to do, and
sure,
we'll put it together.
We could set up a league in Yahoo. We could go to ESPN and build an in-house league. It's easy. You just need to know what the constraints are and where we're going to build points through.
And you know all about that.
Oh yeah, like I said, I play money for this stuff. I do money for fantasy football, and I win a lot. I do money for baseball, and I win an extraordinarily large amount, usually taking league championships. I stopped basketball because I got frustrated with player management, weak contact, and or load management, where people are like, oh, I've worked too many days this week, so I'm going to sit for 2 or 3 games, and it makes fantasy impossible to do.
But it's all good. I mean, we won't get thrown off the air.
No, it's an in-house league.
Is that something that we report on a weekly basis?
Yeah, of course. If you go through like Yahoo or one of those other places, the stats are automatically updated. But you could do like a live draft where all the participants are in the draft and they draft their players one at a time, and you see who's doing what. And sometimes you get a little bit of freaking cussing at people because they took your player or whatnot.
So what will we do? Let's say you, me, and Dennis on with whoever, and then I have to be schooled with all of this, guys. I'm all for it because I think you guys have a wonderful idea. I would love to do it. Just school me a little bit. Tell me exactly what we need to do, and what better than Ken to guide us. And
honestly, it would probably be better if I just straight did the commissioner thing, and let y'all play it out.
We would need and then you think we can get 10 to 12 guys, Ken?
Yeah, easy.
Okay.
And you do it through NY Yankee Mania, and that's your first volley. And if you don't get it, then you open your league up to public views, and you'll get other people to fill in. The only problem that I don't like about going the public route is if teams are getting their heads kicked in, then those players stop updating their rosters and they don't play. So it's like you get a bye for several weeks.
We just got to make sure that the people that are in the chat, if they really want to do it, then they have to be committed to it.
I mean,
but we have to put it out. We have to put it out there first.
My son John will play without a doubt, and he is ferocious when it comes to fantasy baseball.
I think Jason will do it too. Yeah.
My son Joe is another one that is ridiculous. As a matter of fact, those two damn near come to blows arguing about fantasy stuff.
So what is the Ken? Well, the bottom line is we'll just get to talk to Dennis, and then Ken, you'll school me, you'll school us, and you put it together. Thank you. Dennis, you're the best. You know that we go with all kinds of ideas. So let's do that. When does this start? Right after the new year, or when do you start this?
Fantasy baseball drafts. When's first pitch or first game of the season? March.
Late March 30th.
143 days away.
Let's get
March
through
30th.
Thanksgiving first. Yeah.
Yeah.
The draft takes place in March, closer to when the major league rosters are set, so you know who's actually going to be available. And you set it up a couple of weeks before the season starts, and you could have a show that talks about fantasy baseball, matchups that are coming within our league outside of Yankee baseball. So that'd give you a whole different variety. Between Nathan and some of you guys, you could get a hold of some of the fantasy bettors, possibly have them come on the stream and do their own recommendations or whatnot for drafting or whatever.
Okay. All right. And you'll be the commissioner of the league.
Yeah, I can do the commissioner thing.
Oh, that'd be awesome. In the meantime, you mentioned Nitin. Is Nitin ready? Nitin, are you ready? He's finally giving the thumbs
Yeah,
up.
he's ready. He just finished eating his damn bag of chips. And now he can get up here without.
No.
without getting busted.
We just finished
And-
our.
Hey, what is that in the corner? Is that a soda bottle?
What are you talking about, Ken?
I think you got a soda bottle behind you. You just was swigging soda and eating chips.
We just we just finished our job in the Mount team meeting. It took longer than expected, going over the shows for tomorrow, Wednesday, and also Carmine's on the 17th. So we're just going over all of that. But what's up, everyone? What's up, everyone?
Hey, Nathan. Hello.
Hey, Nathan, sitting with your camera the way it is, it makes you look taller.
Yeah. Yeah.
He actually isn't too short, because I finally got to meet him. He was nice
so
enough
first of all,
to come.
God, thank you to Joe's family for inviting me yesterday. I was at Joe's house, Joe's cousin's house yesterday, and it was amazing.
But you know what? The only picture that we got from that event was everybody sitting. So I didn't get to see Nathan standing up against anybody, so I could clown him about needing platform shoes again.
Well, he was definitely taller than my beautiful niece Sophia. That's for sure. Which
Well,
she
she's
loved.
4'9". Come on now, she's
2
4'9".
years
Of
old.
course, she's gonna be taller.
But yeah, shout out everyone in the chat, and shout out to Dennis, man, for the super chat. It seems like he's been the only one who's giving super chats here. But shout out to Dennis. I hope you're feeling better, and wishing you a speedy recovery. But what's up, Chef Nick, Ken, Johnny Salami, Sean? Evan.
Sean, over here now. Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Sorry.
It was the wine he drank last night. It was the wine my sister-in-law gave him.
You had wine, Nathan? What kind of wine did you have?
We had it was what was it, Joe?
It's called Mad Dog.
No, it's
Nice.
called the Mingoya Winery.
Yeah.
Nice.
Evan, nice haircut.
Thank you.
Is it Boonesbury Farm Tickled Pink?
And he likes his chicken palm, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Look,
Uh-huh.
sorry guys. Sean
You
Browning is here. Sean Browning is here,
Oh,
and
Sean.
I wanna give a shout out to Sean Browning because we all forgot to shout out Sean Browning
Yes.
for everything, and he's here. So Sean Browning, I love you, man. I love you, brother. We're all here.
Thank you, Sean.
Your work or you at home, brother?
Oh, so Ken, when it comes to fantasy baseball, the one thing I'll tell you guys, I will never do fantasy baseball, but my team, we can help you out to get some fantasy people on the show. We know a lot
Well,
of
that would be something that I would like for you to talk to Joe about.
Yeah, we can definitely get some. My team and I can definitely get some fantasy people on the show, but I will never do
figured.
fantasy baseball in my life.
Why wouldn't you play fantasy baseball?
I have to deal with the lineups every single day. I can't keep up with that.
So you could
but you
grip
don't
and
have-
grin
you don't see
500
anything.
people in a week, but you can't keep up with a simple fantasy baseball lineup
Yeah.
that's yours?
That's why I do fantasy. I do fantasy football. I do fantasy basketball sometimes.
It's the same thing.
No, not like baseball though. Baseball, you got to keep it up every day. Not like
But you like it. You think it's a good form, a good thing.
It's a good thing that Ken is trying to do and Dennis is trying to do. So
It's Dennis. I'm just hopping on with Dennis. This is Dennis's idea.
Yeah. But I got some inside news if everybody wants to hear. I told Joe this earlier, but as you know, I'm good friends with Fernando Cruz and his manager, and his manager told us some interesting news today. Apparently, Fernando Cruz is heading to arbitration, and because he wants more money, so he's going to end up heading to hearing arbitration. So there you go for Fernando.
And you know what that means?
You know what? Fernando Cruz is going to get hammered in the arbitration hearing, and then he's going to get traded.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Maybe we can do a 1-for-1 trade, Brendan Donovan and Fernando Cruz.
Yeah.
Donovan's pissed at the Cardinals after they hammered him in arbitration last year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know.
Yes, Richard. Okay, so we're gonna get the inside scoop on Wednesday. So this Wednesday on our Job of the Mouth show, we're having Tim Donahue on our show, former NBA referee, and he was arrested. I think it was a couple years ago in the gambling scandal. So he's coming on the show on Wednesday. So you'll see the first. Everybody tune. You guys, whoever's in the chat, tune into that show on Wednesday. It's gonna be a big one.
You know what? Gambling in sports, it's a freaking joke. Even before baseball games, they're giving you your parlays to make bets on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And you know the funny thing is,
and if you're a gambler,
do that to win what? $20?
And if you feel that you're addicted, call this hotline that we have so we can talk you off the ledge. Yeah. Give me a break.
Oh my God. Really?
So you've got everybody viewing it with gambling on top of it. And the biggest offender of gambling in baseball history next to the Black Sox was Pete Rose, who was just put on the eligibility list.
Yeah.
All sins forgiven for gambling.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Yeah. And I want to mention to Dennis
and Shohei Ohtani, whose name is now starting to pop up with bookies that are being freaking hammered in the Ipe stuff, giving Ohtani up. But is Major League Baseball investigating Ohtani? Nope. But they damn sure are investigating Clase, suspending him with pay. Why? Oh, because one is the international cash cow from Japan. The other one is not.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
true.
really. And I do want to make mention, Dennis, please go to our chat, Joe Yankees 28 at gmail.com. Leave me a forwarding number so we can get in touch with you and discuss your wonderful idea, and we'll get it done. The faster you call, the faster we'll do it.
I want to get my thoughts on yesterday's game. So what a game, though. Game 7, obviously, that's what you want in a Game 7, back and forth. And how about my guy Miguel Rojas coming up clutch with that home run and the defensive play at the end? I had him on my show 4 years ago, and that was when he was with the Marlins. And this guy's an underrated player, and for him to get his chance and be the hero yesterday was amazing. And shout out to him. And obviously the Blue Jays had their chances, but the Dodgers stepped up, and obviously they won back-to-back World Series championships. So I really wanted Don Mattingly to win his first ring, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But shout out to the Dodgers, congrats to them. But one of our hosts from the Job of the Mouth, he said that eventually the Dodgers they're going to have to pay their bills eventually coming up. So in the short term, they're okay now, but in the long term, they got to pay their bills with all the.
Richard is asking you a question with regard to your referee gambling thing. He wants to know the showtime.
I think it's at 8:45, if I'm not mistaken.
8:45 tomorrow?
No, Wednesday.
Wednesday? Okay.
He's coming on Wednesday. Tomorrow, we're having my good friend Brandon Steiner on tomorrow, on the Job of the Mouth tomorrow. Yeah, but that was what a great game yesterday, man. That was amazing. Great game.
Travis, what's the score in the game?
Huh?
Oh, never mind.
Seahawks are up by 21. Damn.
Well, everybody's quiet here. Shine
Yeah,
in.
it went quiet.
Trying to.
Gee.
So, do you want Michael King back at 3-year, $75 million contract, Nathan?
I mean, I would love to have Michael King back, but at 3 years, $75 million, I think it's too much. I would do it for 3 years, and I mean, he's gonna ask. I guess he's gonna ask for that type of money, but I would give it for 3 years, 55, 60 million, not 75 million.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. 75.
Yeah, I would do it for 3 years, 55.
Yeah, it's something to that effect.
I would love to have him back, though.
Richard,
Yeah.
if they come through with this gambling thing with basketball, they could conceivably wreck the sport.
Yeah,
if the gambling is widespread.
that's true.
No, it is. It's absolutely insane. So, so guys, what do you guys got cooking for this week? And that will lead us into Chef Nick. What do you got cooking for this week? What kind of week are we talking about as we head into Thanksgiving pretty soon?
Well, yeah. So I have a very busy week as usual, and a very busy weeks leading up to the end of the new year. So starting with even after Labor Day, that's when the holiday season, quote unquote, started. So it's nonstop. So I've been working. Wow, I lost count. It's been 3 weeks already, 3 weeks straight. So yeah, it's going to keep going. So I lost. The thing is with like cooking, it's like you plan your menus, and I plan my menus, but it's you just forget what you make because you make so many things. So I already planned out what I'm making for the rest of the week, especially with catering. We have a big event on Wednesday, so
Wow.
lots of good stuff. That's all I could say. But I'll definitely post it on Instagram. You're gonna have to follow me.
Yes, chef.
Private event or public event?
Yes, chef.
No, everything's private.
Oh,
Yeah.
private.
If it's public, if anything is ever public, it will be pretty soon in the springtime. I'm definitely going to post it public. But if it's anything private, I have to keep it. I have to keep that. Yeah, I got to keep that respect. Yeah.
Hey, Nick.
Yeesh.
How tough is it to throw a bunch of damn frozen meatballs in a crock pot, slap some barbecue sauce on it, let it roll, get the peanut butter and jelly and crusted bread and cut the crust off? I mean, Jesus, that's not 60 hours worth a week. Look,
if it was that easy, then I wouldn't be working 80 hours a week or more. I know everything's handcrafted, everything's handmade, nothing's frozen.
What are you making, the peanut butter and jelly by its individuals with the pot?
Is that your favorite sandwich?
Yeah.
Is peanut butter and jelly your favorite sandwich, Ken?
Man, I'll tell you what, I make peanut butter and jelly at the Gazoo for my 4-year-old grandson.
Nice. Okay.
Because that is his favorite sandwich.
I love it. Okay.
And we tried the little Smucker's pre-made ones.
Okay.
He said, Papa, not good.
It's got to be the real deal.
That's right. It's got to be the real deal.
Okay.
And you guys, while I remember something important here for November 11th for our salute to the troops.
Yeah.
As you know, Ken and Sean Browning are definitely going to be saluted, and they are going to be the two guys so far that's in the that's going to be up there. We're saluting anybody in the panel that would like to come up and you are a vet. And you want to be acknowledged, and you want to go on the panel for people to ask questions or whatever, please let us know, and you can join Ken and Sean Browning. And
we got more special guests in the works for that day too.
Yes, but we want to make sure that you guys know whoever wants to come up and be saluted and ask questions to be in a panel with Ken and Sean Browning, please get in touch with us at joeyankees28@gmail.com. joeyankees28@gmail.com. Please do that before November the 9th, so like that we could set it up let's say I'd love to have 5 on the panel and then bring up special guests one by one to thank and tell their stories, and we'll do it. We'll stay on for as long as we want to, but I really need to know who would like to join Ken, or if you guys have a suggestion, please let us know. We're getting close.
Yep.
As of right now, it's the 2 of them. I'd like to add 2 or 3 more people to that and make it a real, because we have a lot of people that are going to come on and say thank you and tell their story too, and it's only growing. So let's make this the best thing on the internet for that time period. Let's do this, guys.
And
so
also,
get in touch with us.
And also, everyone in the chat, November 10th, my team and I booked my good friend Colin Cosell at 4 p.m. Eastern. He is the grandson of Howard Cosell, so he'll be joining this show November 10th at 4 p.m. Eastern. So tune in for that. The Mets PA announcer and Army football PA announcer also.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I'd like to know, it goes in the mind of a PA announcer in a stadium, and the prestige and everything that goes to it. And does he ever get oh, you didn't say my name right, or it's a lot of good perks. So I'm really looking forward to that interview. And Met fans, you're all welcome to talk about your New York Mets. You're more than welcome right here on NY Mania on that day.
Listen,
especially.
You got contacts at the stadium?
Hmm?
Do you have contacts at the stadium?
Yeah, Yankee Stadium.
I want to bring the dude on that sets up Aaron Boone's sunflower seeds and freaking bubble gum in the dugout.
Yeah.
I know. I'm tired.
He was on one of those Yankee preparation things.
Yeah.
So I'd like to freaking counsel him about not putting that crap out for Boone, because I'm tired of watching him smack bubbles on TV and spit sunflower seeds.
Yeah, that.
No, go ahead, Nathan.
Yeah, let's see who's that. Let's see if we can bring that guy on. That'd be cool.
You know what? Kudos to
for those of you that are out there. We've got 22 likes, but I think we can do a little bit better.
Subscribe button too. Yep.
So hit the like button, and right now, Joe has 580 subscribers here on NY Yankee Mania.
There you go.
Come on,
Maybe you can bump that up just a little bit more.
Wow. That's great, guys. Thank you so much. Really.
That would be called raising the roof.
And also, please like and subscribe to NY Yankee Mania. Subscribe to Johnny Salami. Subscribe to Ken, The Ugly Truth. Joe, obviously, Nick, Chef Nick, Evan, Sean Browning.
I don't want people subscribing to me. I'd like for them to sit in the background and hit the dislike button.
George, Swing the Fences, Nathan Sports Rush, and obviously our Job on the Mouse Show too. Please subscribe to all these channels.
And a huge shout out to Dennis, who's part of our family.
Yeah, big shout out.
That will be really part of our family once we start the. He's welcome here anytime.
Hey, Libby Dunn. Hey, we're working on something with Libby Dunn.
There you go, Dennis. Your wish is our command, my friend. Thank you so much.
Joe, I got a message in my YouTube thing on one of my things from last night's game. The dude said, "I gave you a dislike because I don't like the Chiefs."
Oh my God!
Congratulations.
Oh my God!
So now I'm getting dislikes for my football team too.
That's not even. I mean, that is. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense, guys. I'm sorry. You do a great play-by-play. You're entitled to like and dislike who you want, and but you know what? It really means that they're listening to you, Ken. They're out there. That's all that matters. Like you, dislike you, love you, don't love you. They're there so that you're doing something to them they're enjoying it one way or the other, and your numbers go up. So
it's like a pencil in the eye.
Yeah,
or maybe it's when you're driving down the highway and there's a car wreck there, and everybody stops just to look. I might be that train wreck that everybody's looking at. They just haven't let me know yet.
Oh no.
That's a little aggressive, no?
With that in mind, everyone, I want to remind everyone, don't forget, we come back tomorrow morning, 9 a.m., with coffee, bagels, Lavazza coffee, you name it, pancakes, French toast, omelets, and Yankee talk, and Yankee talk, and Yankee talk. So anything you want to talk about, we will be at 9 a.m. sharp tomorrow morning. And we'll field all the questions. You guys got, whatever you like to talk about, let's do it.
What about those Knicks finally breaking the losing streak?
Yes.
Getting a big quality against the Bulls.
Yep. Joe, FYI for you, I am out of pocket for the next 3 days.
Whoa.
I have the election here in Virginia that I'm running, and all that stuff starts tomorrow. So I will be running a lot of hours, and I could possibly make it Wednesday, but it's probably going to be a recoup day and figuring out if any paperwork was screwed up.
Are you doing our stuff in are you working our stuff in New Jersey when it comes to Jack and Mikey Cheryl or governors? No.
Nope, I am Virginia.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I thought you work with everything. No.
No. I am a chief election official in my precinct.
Okay.
Gotcha. Okay. And that's the governor, right, Ken, for Virginia?
Governor, the
mayor.
No, three House delegates, and the Attorney General and Lieutenant Governor.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, good luck with that, Ken.
Yeah.
The thing that's funny, I can't figure out what any of them stand for because they're too busy throwing rocks at each other.
Wow.
Well,
yeah, no, we'll look for that, Ken, and hopefully we'll catch you on Wednesday. Good luck. We'll be praying.
Who knows? Maybe I'll go live stream. This is Ken at the election place. Look at all these people fighting in my precinct.
Yeah, you'll get a dislike. Why did you do that, Ken?
Yeah, how dare you?
This is what Yankees, the ugly truth is up to right now. And this is the ugly truth. Election is a bad business.
Well, Tuesday's voting day anyway, so
very big, yeah.
In New Jersey, we got two big governors running for us for New Jersey, and I think I'll be with. I'm planning on being with Jack, one of the thing tomorrow during his campaign. Let's see.
I might be with Curtis too, with the mayor.
Awesome. Yeah, give us an update.
Yeah, definitely. I'll see where he's planning his headquarters when they do the watch party. But yeah, I'll be there too.
His watch party was in a very, very good friend of mine's bar restaurant right by Radio City the other day. And he said it was amazing. It was popping.
Well, yeah,
it's not a slam dunk.
Mm-hmm. No, it's not.
I think people are going to get cold feet right at the end. That's my prediction. That's really my prediction.
We have an interesting two people that's running for us for our governor in New Jersey, and it could go either way. But I mean, Jack is a great guy. I haven't met him. I mean, I did see him at one of our events at PaisaCon, but I didn't really get to talk to him. But I just said hi to him, and he's a great guy. Even I haven't met Mikey Cheryl yet, but from all the things I've been hearing about her, she's good too. So it can go either way.
Yeah,
let's see what happens.
Well, are either of them fans of the Yankees?
I don't know. I think maybe Jack, maybe a Yankee fan, or I don't know.
Well, bring them on.
Yeah,
let's talk baseball.
All right.
Yeah, there you go. Well, guys, we hit the 2-hour mark, and that's amazing for a nice talk show here. Thanks to you guys. Let's get a round of applause here. You guys made it happen and made it stay. So We will definitely see you next Sunday at 8 p.m. with Roundup and everything going on in the world of sports. And of course, you don't have to wait till next Sunday because tomorrow morning we will be on with the Coffee and Bagel Show. So for everyone here, thank you so much for a little part of your Sunday night, spending it with us. My co-host, I can't thank you guys enough. The only thing I could say is you guys are the best. You brought the show to another level, and that's really what counts. You guys have been tremendous. People like Dennis and Michael and Richard and Sean and the list, Charles and Katie. It just Celia. It just goes on and on. But we love each and every one of you. And please keep supporting NY Yankee Mania. Support the Yankees, the Ugly Truth. Support Nitin, Sports Rush, and Jabber in the Mouth, and Chef Nick, and you name it. And it goes on and on. Evan and Johnny Salami. We'll have, we just can't wait to give you more content.
We got some events coming up. I want to mention whoever's in the New Jersey area. Since we moved our team meeting to November 15th, we have an event with Fernando Cruz on November 8th at Woodbridge Brewing Company Saturday from 12 to 2. And then November 11th, we're doing an event with Kayvon Thibodeau from the New York Giants at Baseline Social at Oceanport, New Jersey at 7 p.m. at November 11th, Tuesday.
Awesome.
What's the Carmine's event, Nathan?
Yeah, so it's not set in stone yet, but we're waiting a word from Jabba if he's coming or not. So we're waiting on him. But if it's set, we're gonna do it with him or without him. But we're just waiting on him. But it's planned on. It's gonna be planned for November 17th, and then I think the time slot would be from 6 to 10, with special guests from my end, and then special guests from MJ. Joe's and our friend, my good friend, and Joe's friend also, obviously. And then she's going to bring some people, and then it's going to be just a fun gathering, and hopefully meet some new people, and then all the fans will come enjoy the show. And you guys are I'll let you know when everything is set in stone.
Okay.
You guys are more than welcome to join. Even Ken can fly down for the day or a couple days and enjoy himself in New York. Obviously, Johnny Salami, if you're interested, you can come through from Connecticut.
Sounds good.
Obviously, Evan, and then Joe, and the rest of the crew. But we'll let you guys know when everything is set in stone. But we're planning on November 17th, though. That's the plan.
Sounds good. Okay. It's
Well,
right by
that's
me
awesome.
too.
Really? Right by you?
Yeah.
That's awesome. And Evan, will we see you tomorrow morning with your busy schedule again this week?
Yeah, I was going to tell you that I actually have to register for classes tomorrow morning, so I won't be able to come on.
Oh, boo!
Hey, why don't you guys come on? No, I'm just joking.
No.
I'll try and come on, Joe.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine.
I know that. And so Johnny, you're good probably for the weekend, unless you send me schedule. And
I've been good for the
let me
weekend.
know. Okay, are you any of you guys good for the nighttime?
Yes, I'm good for Sunday
Probably
night.
not.
Okay.
Sorry, Joe, I probably can't do tomorrow night.
Yeah,
How about
tomorrow night. Tomorrow night is Monday Night Raw, guys, and
Yes.
we got to keep up with that because we have
Tomorrow
a
night,
big
tune into our Job in the Mouth show tomorrow night. We got Brandon Steiner, and then Wednesday, I would recommend everyone tune in Wednesday night. I think that could be potentially a big show that we're gonna have, and that can go viral, in my opinion.
Awesome.
Even
Okay.
more.
Well, that sounds great, and we're looking forward to it. And guys, and everyone in the chat, thank you again. We will see you tomorrow morning. God bless you all. God bless America. Let's go, Yankees. It's now time to put up or shut up.
Yeah.
We've got all these weeks now and 143 days left before that all-important opening day first pitch. So good night, everyone. We will see you in the morning. Have a great Sunday night. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Love each and every one of you. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the super chat. We love you all.